Okay. Well, hey, it's great. Thank you for reaching out to the show. I'm looking forward to getting into the new music.
It's a pleasure. It's a
So,
pleasure.
so
Yeah.
before we get into the new project, I want to know as a musician, I know we're all getting a little tired of talking about COVID, but it was such a big deal for all of us. How did
Mm.
you get through that COVID time period, and how did it change the way that you do things now?
Uh, I was just, during COVID times, I used to, like play lots of 90s games, for example. And so I did some puzzles and yeah, and did a lot of music with my people from EABS, from Błoto. We recorded some albums, some live sets. Uh, But anyway, I'm a I'm a musician for I am a musician for a long time, and I could and an artist. So of course, in the COVID times, I can manage because
Yeah.
still I'm I'm eager to create. I'm hungry to create. But I've seen in recent times I've seen some other kind of phenomena. That's because I'm a teacher. I teach music production, and um, each half of a year, each next half of a year, I meet like hundreds of new young people, and they always at the beginning of our um, the semester, I talk with them, and many of young students have pretty the same stories that they started to create during COVID times at the online lessons. So my perspective is that the universe decided to, or God, whoever, decided to do the COVID to make it happen to um, to let the people to be bored or something to create to to do something creative. I don't know. There's so many stories of young people who started to create during COVID times because that was the time.
Yeah, it certainly
Crazy.
was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of creativity, talk to me about your new project that you reached out with, Crystallized. Talk to me about how you put this together and what it feels like for you.
Uh, you're talking about Błoto,
Yeah,
new
yeah,
album.
exactly.
Błoto.
Yes, yes.
Uh-huh. This album is called Grzybnia. We always bring the Polish names, original Polish names, because yeah, we're from here. We would like to share our thing, our weird stuff,
Yeah,
and of course the music is weird. And Grzybnia is um, this uh, title Grzybnia. You can translate it to if you translate it to English. It means mycelium. So it's connected with mushrooms.
okay.
It's the mycelium is the system uh, beneath the mushrooms.
Okay.
So it's like the roots of the mushrooms. The roots
Yeah,
of the mushrooms are it's the it's an amazing system. So some people call it the WWW, World Wide Woods. So it's
yeah.
like the internet of the woods. And so on the other hand, it can be called like the ideal of cooperation. So the cooperation supreme. So mycelium helps the woods to cooperate, helps the trees like sending informations. So it's the system supreme. And mm, we always bring the bring such an ideas for every next Błoto album to because talking about the music is boring, the mere music. Like you can listen to the music, but if the music, especially like it's we especially like instrumental music because we make instrumental music. Um, when it means something, mm, I think it's brings some importance to it. Like so we can talking about the world issues, about the cooperation, and about the and yeah, Mycelium is Błoto itself, the band,
Yeah,
because we cooperate. We in the times where we can create music, not being together, like online or sending files. Uh, we can manage to because we live in separate cities. So half of Warsaw lives here where I am in Wrocław. Some of and two and rest of two lives live in Warsaw, in the capital city. So it doesn't matter. We can meet together to create something beautiful, to improvise, because our okay, we got compositions on the albums, but mm, the concept is that we come to the studio unprepared, unprepared. We don't have any sheet music or um, none of that thing. Uh, but paradox paradoxically, we come prepared because we got our minds prepared. We got we got ideas. Each of us, like each for each album, we record some. Each member brings some new instruments or some um, new ideas, which we share in the studio, in the spots. So um, I think the Błoto is like mycelium. It's like cooperating mushrooms.
yeah. I love it. So, talk to me about how you got into music. Take me back to the beginning of your life and how you evolved to this point as a musician.
Oh my God. Um, I would like to make the story short, but
Okay.
um mm, anyways, I'm not that old. I'm talking about like an old person. Oh my God. Because the music was at the begin from the beginning. In my life, I was like the piano was always at my house. Uh, I had no musicians in my like, no professional musicians in my family, but the music was always at my home. So uh, I like to dance. I like to as a child. I like to imitate the sounds on the piano I heard uh, from the radio or anything, and so my parents sent me to the music school when I was 6 or 7, and that was a struggle for me because I had to practice. I had to play what the teachers forced me to play because there was some classical material. So I managed to make uh, three grades, three grades, and so. Unfortunately, or fortunately at that time, I had to quit the music school and the regular school because as a kid, I was like 11 or 10. I had a cancer, like a larynx cancer. Uh, so that was that was a time where I quit everything. I was like laying in the bed, taking medicines, and listen to the music.
Yeah.
And, mm, as and it took me uh, a year to recover. So I had like a year like of I spent a year as a shut down person. I was only listening to the music, and then I came back. So I didn't come back to the music school. I came back to the regular school, but I knew that I I was eager to create. This period got me uh, uh, infected me in somehow. And if I could turn back the time, I wouldn't change anything.
Yeah.
Like this must happen. So, and it developed. You see, that's I. I'm making the story short, but that was the beginning. Uh, yeah.
So who were musical influences on you?
Mm, I was yeah. Uh, my roots are in hip hop culture for sure. Mm, I used to grow up in the 90s, like half the 90s, late 90s. So the hip hop in Poland was not that big back then. So I was listening to American rap, trying everything like from breakdance, graffiti, but the music was my thing. And mm, thanks to uh, okay, there was rappers and there was producers. So I love listening to the I always loved listening to the beats where there was I at first time I didn't realize that there was samples. So I was wondering how come it sounds so good? How come it sounds so better than or diff or not maybe not better, but it was how come it is so different from the rock music where the live instruments are playing? How come? So then I figured out that was it was samples. So I started digging for samples. So that's how I came into jazz because I found that there was some jazz samples. So I figured out that it was Ahmad Jamal or anyhow, or Tenderloin's Monk. Uh, and not only jazz music, like soul, funk, all types, uh, to, so I came to, then I came to Polish jazz heritage because um, I was so deep into sampling that I wanted to have my turntable. So uh, I so before my birthday, my auntie asked me, what do I want? What do you want for birthday, Marek? And I said, oh, I want to have a turntable. So I got a turntable. So she went to the attic and she brought me a turntable and a pile of vinyls. And in this pile of vinyls, there was some little heritage of pile of heritage of Polish jazz. So there
Right.
was Krzysztof Komida, Tomasz Stańko, um, you name it, like all of most of them.
Yeah.
uh, first, firstly, I was sampling it like crazy, but the next step was listening to it. I stopped and wow, that's crazy what they're playing, and I had my favorite record. Mm, Stanisław Sojka. It is called Blue Blula, where Wojciech Karolak is playing the grand piano. Another, he's not. He passed away in recent year, and and uh, and there was and he played Naima by John Coltrane. I didn't know who John Coltrane was back then. I was like 12 or something. Uh, and but there was some Polish cat playing Naima, and I loved that song, and so I started to imitate it on piano. So I learned I I transcribed it without sheet music. I just learned it by ear what he was playing, the chords and stuff like the melodies, and that was my introduction to spiritual jazz actually. Then I found
Oh.
out. Yeah, I found out who John Coltrane is from that perspective, from the perspective of Polish jazz, Polish cat playing Naima.
Wow.
Uh, then I found out like Pharoah Sanders and all of that. You see,
Yeah. So, what do you like the best about being a professional musician?
pardon me.
What
What's
is
up?
it that you like the best about being a musician? What gets you up every day?
Um, each day is different. Each day I learn something new. Um, and the fact that it's not every musician has have it, but I feel blessed that I have it, that I can share and play uh, my original music or original music that I make with my colleagues um, around the world. So yeah, like the past 2 days ago, we've been to South Korea, for example, playing our music,
Wow.
sharing with these people from in another part of the globe. So I hope that someday we'll manage to come to USA.
Absolutely. Well,
It's a dream. Yeah.
speaking of live music, if anyone wants to catch you live, pick up the new album, where's the best place to go to figure all that out?
Where's the place to figure what?
So if people want to find out how to see you live or
Yeah.
to buy the new album, how do they do that?
How do they do that? Through yeah, through Facebook, Instagram. We are letting know people what's going on there.
Okay.
And of course, our fans feed our social media too, because when they come to our gigs, um, yeah, it's a sign of times. They do like lots of short clips, and uh, you know, and there are sprinkles of them all over our our profile. But that's good. That's how it works. That's how this music industry from the band perspective looks like in the on online. Uh, and so yeah, and so we always mm, we always give inf it's when it comes to selling our um, merch, like CDs, LPs. Um, we do it on Bandcamp
Okay.
platform. That's the uh, because we found out that that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Uh, mm, we even tested recently um, the listening party on Bandcamp. It's crazy. That's
Yeah.
we before the premiere we can listen. We announced that there's a listen party. Come. Uh, we invite people and they come and there's like a chat for everybody and they react on the whole album. They can't download it or something. And yeah, some live reactions, and we are there too, listening it with the people. So uh, that's how the music's supposed to work. Like
Sure.
it's social
Yeah,
still,
absolutely.
even a network,
Yeah,
even net.
absolutely.
Yeah.
What a great story, man. Thank you again for reaching out. Thank you for talking about the album and your life and music. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.